I find myself back in Central Oregon, but this time it's for work. That's not going to stop me from finding another amazing brewery. I've spent over 2 decades scouring the planet for adventure, the craziest extreme sports, and amazing cultures. Now I'm taking my love for travel and excitement and pairing it with all things brewed, and I'm taking you with me. So grab a tasty beverage and strap in. This ride's about to get wild. My name is Jeff Coxen. Welcome to the Brotherhood of Brew.
Right now we're taking control. Tired of waiting for something new. Right now we're taking control. Tired of waiting for something new.
Yeah, if you can get a time lapse and stuff like that right there, that was some falling right there.
I had a couple clients reach out and request some photos for a catalog and social media content, so I made my way back up to Central Oregon for a couple photo shoots with friends from our online film series called Rogue Element. We started the conservation-based film series in 2016 and just launched our Patreon and YouTube channel, so we figured why not knock out a day of footage in the snow and kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We finally got Steve's Toyota T100 out with us, and once again Christian's Ram Power Wagon. This is his first time in Central Oregon, so I had to show off its beauty.
Go for it! What are you doing? I'm ready!
High-centered or nothing. It's just good old-fashioned stuff.
Gotcha!
Stuck in the snow. As I got older, I'm just like, I don't like it. Like, I purposely avoid snow just for this reason.
I knew that was gonna happen with your rig.
I think you might have a loop in there.
Really? Felt like it went, huh? Keep pulling.
Go ahead.
I'm making a habit of pulling Toyotas out, or it's just a weird coincidence. Either way, it gives me an excuse to use my toys, and it's great practice for when we are on real expeditions. As you can see, the views are insane. It's not a bad spot to take a couple photos. This is the one last spot we hit before calling it a day, just to get these epic scenic shots. You might even recognize a few. Hey Christian,
What do you put your hand right here?
you want to grab a couple of your guns?
Hand right here.
Jeff likes everything.
Waiting for me on the fire.
Merry Christmas! Yeah.
Sunriver, Oregon is a small town just a few minutes south of Bend. It's a ski town known for its massive amounts of vacation rentals, Californians, and now bitchin' beer from Sunriver Brewing Company. So, I hear you have beer here.
Yes, we do. You want to try some?
Hell yes, I do.
All right, let's do it.
Sunriver Brewing Company started in 2012 right here in Sunriver Village and has since then expanded to 3 pubs along with the brewery. I'm here to meet with Director of Stuff and Things, Ryan Dooley.
So what are you thinking so far? You thinking you want to start with some, you can go down the whole lineup? You want to start with some light ones and work into some hoppy beers and darker beers, or just pick and choose?
I like my dessert first, so maybe something nice and sweet to begin.
Okay.
Dealer's choice at this point. I'm
All
down
right.
for whatever.
Well, let's try a
You had me
cool
a
ale.
beer.
Yeah, let's try a cool water cream ale. It's
Ooh.
a nice light one to start with.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, so Cool Water is a beer that we have as a pub exclusive. It's not a beer that we generally brew for any distribution.
Yeah.
Really light, effervescent. Actually, the idea behind it is like it's the lightest spectrum of ales. It's a lot of people like to drink lagers and pilsners for the light beers, but this one will give some complexity of some esters, some fruit esters in it that you wouldn't get from a lager or pilsner beer.
It smells great. Wow.
Like that?
That's good.
Yeah.
That is, it's great when you can find any beer that replaces just that regular store-bought light lager. Mm-hmm. When you get something that's has more boldness to it, a little flavor, but is super light all the way through. That takes you right to a beach.
Yeah, right. You're not really getting a graveyard. I'm just clearing some lines out. So I personally like to go with something on the amber side before I get into like hoppy beers, because even though it has color to it, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be really bold in flavors.
Right.
The hoppy beers are palate wreckers, right? So we like to get into some of the maltier beers first before we get into the hoppy side.
Sounds good to me.
So let's start with Cameron's Crest. This is our Scottish ale. This one is an homage to our owner, Mark Cameron. They're Scottish, and so our brewer came up with this. It's on the lighter side of Scottish ales. It's another one that's a pub exclusive, as we're looking for a amber or red color beer that we can just keep on at their pubs on a regular basis.
Yeah.
This is the beer that we do that with.
Aye, laddie. That's good.
What do you get from that? Is there anything in particular that kind of jumps out at you?
It doesn't have that real hard amber bite to it. Mm-hmm. It's also real smooth all the way through it. But
yeah, like I said, be on the lighter side. This is kind of our lunchtime beer. So one of the ones the brewers like to have when they're having a meal for lunchtime.
Yeah, I've become, after spending a couple years on the East Coast, amber really shine out there.
Yeah,
because they're not, they're slowly getting to the IPA. It's funny if you think about technology, like, the U.S. is usually a year behind every, maybe Japan or something like that. It slowly goes across to the East Coast, and beer I'm noticing is the same way. As obviously this is the mecca of microbrews and everything, but the East Coast is starting to pop stuff up. While I was out there, I noticed amber it was huge out there, and so coming back over here, it's hard sometimes to find a really quality amber that isn't distributed from the East Coast.
Yeah,
where it's funny how they blend in, but I'm starting to see a lot of really good ambers. That's really good. That's a really good amber.
I love that you brought that up. It's something that we talked about when we were in Philadelphia a couple years ago for the Craft Brewers Conference. We were talking about how we wanted to drink these amber lagers over on the East Coast because we're so inundated with hoppy beers and all these big flavors over here, fruit beers, sour beers, But over there, it was really refreshing to have some nice like amber lager beers. It's just something new, good for our palate to try something different. So we've been playing with that a little bit with the ale side, and we actually did an amber lager as well.
No doubt.
Steam style beer.
Yeah?
Yeah. Higher fermented beer.
Just brings me back to like 2011 when I first moved out there. I had my first barbecue with my first amber.
Yeah.
Like an old Yingling or something,
Yingling, yep. Yeah. That's the beer I was thinking of for sure.
Yeah, that's like the staple out there. Man.
Yeah, for sure. It's
I moved
everywhere.
out here and I was like, no, I can't get it. Keep looking up at this. What's this award?
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
That's our Small Brewing Company of the Year award.
No way.
Yeah, we got this at Great American Beer Festival.
Really?
Yeah, it's one of the biggest accomplishments you can get, right? So,
congrats on that.
Yeah, thank you. It's we're really proud of this. In fact, we're kind of shell shocked still that we even got it. But yeah, that was a great award. One of the catalysts for that award is we've been winning some major awards with our Fuzztail Hefeweizen.
Yeah.
It's American style wheat.
Yeah.
It's a really great beer that not only won a World Beer Cup gold, we won the GABF gold as well. There's two biggest honors, right?
Man, that's not easy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of microbrewers out there.
Yeah, there is. We're lucky to have a very diverse team of brewers. Some guys straight out of school, super technical, and then other guys are just great recipe formulators. And so, you combine those two together, and I think we have a winning thing on our hands.
Let's go meet them.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, let's meet them. Brett.
Yeah.
What's going on, brother?
How's it going?
It's going, man. What do we got going on here, man? This place is killer.
Yeah, thanks,
I
man.
dig it, dude.
Yeah, this is kind of where the magic starts in this place. This is our 15-barrel, 4-vessel brew house.
What are you brewing today?
Today we're brewing Fuzztail Hefeweizen, 3 batches of it.
Nice.
Yeah,
Very
it's
nice.
one of our favorite beers. Perennial gold medal winner for us,
Right.
and take a lot of pride in that.
Yeah, no doubt, especially with that new award you guys just got.
Yeah, thanks, man.
That's not easy to get.
This is where we got about 90% of our fermentation capacity in the building. Got some really awesome stuff in tanks right now. Some of our favorite beers: Double Dank, Double IPA, Cinder Beast Imperial Red. That was another one of our gold medal winners at GABF last year. Beyond that, a lot of our
Who's Gladys King?
she was the grandmother of one of our original owners, so
No
we
doubt.
dedicated a tank to her.
That's
kind of
like that.
keep grandma with us.
right.
Yeah.
That's dope. Nice. Oh, so you guys are still doing it manual, huh? I guess that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, we got a little bit of manual action on the back end. It's a great machine. It's definitely one of the coolest things that we've ever bought as a company. Absolutely wonderful piece of equipment. Really
Yeah.
trouble-free. High quality beer going through high quality equipment.
Right.
These guys do a killer job. They do almost all of our can packaging right here.
I like it too because when you have them hands-on like that, it's good quality control.
Absolutely. We do oxygen testing on 1 or 2 cans per pallet. Make sure throughout the process that we maintain from start to finish just really low oxygen pickup throughout the whole thing.
Right.
And these guys know how to make this thing sing too. They can get up to 40, 45 cans a minute.
Wow.
So, pretty busy day for them back here.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny, in high school, I did a work the bottling line. And it was not nearly as sophisticated as this. We had to do all this. It's cool to see it, how much it's changed in the last 20 years.
Yeah, for sure. Nice fresh beer. You want a can?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's do it. Vicious Mosquito, tell me about this. I haven't had this one yet.
Pretty good way to do quality control first
Right.
thing in the morning.
Cheers, mate.
Salute.
Oh, that's good.
As fresh as you can get.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt, right? How many people can say they get it right off the canning line?
Yeah. It's a task and a privilege.
I know, huh? Tough job. Some of these guys do it.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah. These two guys, like I said, do a great job. Awesome high quality beer coming off this thing.
So, I mean, you're the brains around this operation, and really get into this. Where do you get your ideas from, or where did this come from? I mean, you obviously probably sitting at home watching something. Wait a second, I need that. You watch cooking shows, or
Well, I take inspiration from the people in my life, the music I listen to, co-workers, friends. Listening to a Grateful Dead song, maybe that'll put something in my head and, become a flavor of beer at some point.
Yeah.
Going out to a restaurant, trying something new.
so. I mean, you've got obviously, sometimes you have your seasonal beers, lots come and go.
Yeah.
What's your pride? What's the one that's you're the most? How would you say? I guess put it into. What's the one you're most proud of?
I gotta tell you that Cinder Beast Imperial Red. That was a beer I worked at my last employer. Kind of brought it with me when I came over here. Worked on it for a couple of years to try and get it where we wanted. Entered it in competitions. Took that feedback, and this last round at Great American Beer Festival nailed it. And getting ready to go back to World Beer Cup with it.
When's that?
April.
April.
Yeah, right around the corner.
Nice, man. Well, hopefully you guys do well. I think you will.
Yeah, man.
With everything I'm testing, it's amazing.
Yeah, we're a competitive bunch, and that's really how we like to
I hope so.
express
You're getting the
ourselves.
awards for it.
Yeah.
So it's not just a participation ribbon.
Right?
Man, this is great.
Yeah.
It's weird growing up in one of these and then coming into everybody else's. So, with pub locations here in Sunriver, downtown Bend, and now over in Eugene, they are growing in leaps and bounds, and by judging from the beer, I know why. I'll see them later at their Galveston Street location in Bend, but first I need some Mount Bachelor love with a snowboard, some good friends, and a badass Unimog. All right. Well, tell me a little bit about this. What's I guess why'd you buy it?
Yeah, so, you know, we're selling a silly product, and we got to the point where I have a problem not wanting to do things like other people do them.
Right.
It's a problem I have.
Yeah.
And so we got to the point where we needed to put a vehicle on the road. So a couple of years went by, and everybody's like, why don't you get a Sprinter van and put it on the road? Mm-hmm. Like everybody else does, and I get it. Yeah. And I was like, but that's not different. And we have, right on the side, we say life is better silly. And we're like, let's do something that makes an impression. If we show up somewhere and we just, we want people to go, wow, can I check out your vehicle as much as your product? So we just have to do things different. And so I've always had a fascination with Unimogs, and I spent a couple years looking, and I found this one, and I ironically made a really good relationship with the guy who sold it to me, and I bought it, and et cetera, et cetera. Long story short, we have a Unimog on the road.
It's so killer.
It's pretty fun. It goes anywhere. It's on the road. It goes to events, and you go fill up on gas there for an hour giving away cups.
Yeah, I was gonna say you fill the whole thing with cups.
Yeah, exactly. We got a lot of cups in there, for sure. There you go.
Whoa, it's different.
It's different, right?
It's like a school bus, man. You take this out. Take it out to the school bus. Right. Pick the kid up from daycare. There you go.
It's like a big greenhouse in there with that window.
So this is a manual?
It's a blend.
Okay.
So it's a smart shifting, so you actually clutch it to shift it, but you can choose whatever gear you want.
Really?
And then hit the clutch and it'll shift to it.
Oh, wow. TV, I imagine this goes into a bed. Yeah.
The table.
Man, it's got a decent sized fridge too.
Yep.
Surprised to see how big it is.
Fridge has an oven up there. It's a microwave over here.
Well, today we're gonna hang out with OAS, so we appreciate that little connection that you guys did for us.
Awesome program, right?
Yeah, it's an amazing program. I mean, what's your experience with it? I know you guys have kind of a collaboration type thing going on, and
we just support most people that are doing good in any way we can. And those guys, I mean, they put this whole program together. And Ben's a lifestyle. It's an outdoor lifestyle, right? And there are people who are unfortunate and less fortunate and have accidents, and they've allowed them to continue enjoying stuff like this, like Bachelor, right? I mean,
I love it.
to allow people who are handicapped to get out and do stuff like that, and all sorts of aspects. I mean, how can you not support that kind of program?
Yeah, you've got to. I mean,
yeah,
we've touched a lot on community, and that's something we notice in Bend that you don't see in a lot of other places. And I mean, every town has their thing,
right?
But this town is incredibly sharp with it. You know, it's such a, there might be a lot of people. I mean, Ben's what, in the 70,000s now?
Oh,
80?
90s.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh yeah, it's growing so fast.
I remember when I left for college and came back, and it was like 20,000 bump.
Yeah, that's one of the things that Bend has to be careful of. Because people associate with something. It's like shopping for gear, right? Let's call it what it is. How many people use the gear in the way it's intended? How many people buy it because they want to be associated with? We're getting a lot of that. I want to associate with the lifestyle, and not I want to be the lifestyle. I want to bring in, So we deal with that a lot. But every place it grows does. Every these all cool towns that have grown up, Boulder, Durango, you name it, and they all deal with it. So we're dealing with it now.
Yeah, as long as Ben learns from it, you don't have another 2007, 2008.
Yeah.
That was rough.
No comment.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen.
Why I don't live here.
I don't know what's going to happen.
I know, right?
I can move into this.
There you go.
If things go bad, I'll just move. I'll be living right here.
There you go.
I'll be living right here. I'll probably be an upgrade.
Oregon Adaptive Sports is amazing to say the least. The foundation has been providing ski lessons for people with disabilities since 1996. Since then, they've added everything from rock climbing to mountain biking and even golf. It's a truly remarkable program.
Good wide heels. Push them out. Push out your heels. Push out your heels. There you go. Yeah, push out your heels, buddy. Push them out.
Lean on the ski.
Lean on that ski. Now come up
like
straight.
this?
Yeah. All right. Nice. Lean on this one. How you feel that that's going on?
Good.
Booty star. Right. Look at that. We're turning. Okay, come back. Lean on the other leg. The other one? Just like that. The other one? Look at that. Oh, yeah, baby. Got it. Okay, ready? Pizza, and then, whoa, do pizza again.
I'm sitting here having a blast watching them do what they love to do the most, and that's get out and have some fun on the slopes. They say a bad day on the mountain is better than a good day in the office. I won't argue with that. After a few less than stellar, rusty runs, I have a few beers with longtime friend Ty Bappy and his sister who just flew in from Taiwan.
In Taiwan, you can buy Black Butte Porter.
No shit.
It's fucking great. It's so great. On my birthday, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go to the import store. I'm gonna get myself a Black Butte Porter.
Do they have any like microbreweries out there?
Yeah, they're starting more and more now.
So they're half of them are garbage.
Of course, some people don't really have the taste for it yet, but
Yeah.
there's some good ones out there.
That's awesome, man.
My friend makes some in his house, which is even better. So.
That's even better, right? Bathtub beer's the best. You need to put all sorts of fun stuff in it.
I don't make bathtub beer. I make bathtub prison hooch.
Yeah, because nooch, right? Yeah, just let it ferment in the upper deck.
Packet, sugar, some yeast, and a can of fruit cocktail. Worked in college, it'll work now.
They don't really have bathtubs in Taiwan, so.
No.
That's fair.
It's just a.
I use a fish tank.
Mud puddle. Just hope it stays long enough. We just keep transferring. The last time I saw this building, it was a bakery. I think I like it more now. Just like everywhere else I go in Bend, I see familiar faces. Does that make the beer taste better? Asking for a friend. I didn't want to drink alone, so I called my friend Jamie from Pint and my buddy Sean over at Coffee for Kids to join me for a few tasty brews on the back deck here at Sunriver Brewing. Well, we are going to enjoy some delicious beer here at Sunriver Brewing here in Galveston, or on Galveston, I guess. I just keep saying Galveston, people probably think we're in Texas or something. Well, looks like Anthony's going to be bringing us some beer over here, some delicious brews.
Awesome.
That I picked out for you guys earlier. So we're going to go ahead and get down on this action.
Awesome.
Now, Sean, I know you did some collaboration here with Sunriver Brewery. Tell me about that, man.
Yeah, so
I'm intrigued.
Yes, so I'm a local coffee roaster here in town. The name of the company is Coffee for Kids Coffee Roasters. So $1 every pound goes to my family's orphanage in El Salvador. I'm half El Salvadorian, and we have 32 kids in the orphanage. One of our collaborations we've done, so we've been working with Sunriver Brewing for about 2 years now. And so Brett, the lead brewer at Sunriver Brewing, was like, hey, we want to do a porter, and we want to infuse it with coffee, and we want to add some chocolate into it. And I was like, okay, cool. I think something from Sumatra or Indonesia is going to work pretty well.
That dude's a mad scientist.
He is.
Man.
He is the mad scientist.
They got the lab there, right?
Oh, 100%. He's like, honestly, like when he reached out, I was like so excited. And so anyways, I imported like 4 or 5 different samples of Sumatran. We did a tasting, and we settled on one that had some really good dark chocolate notes. And so we imported it. He started playing with it, and we had a beer in about 2.5, 3 weeks. And we actually brought it up to Portland for the Coffee Brew Festival, and we actually won gold out of like 20 competitors across the country.
That's amazing.
So it's pretty tight. So and the beer was called Mi Casa Kids Porter, and the Mi Casa Kids is the name of my family's orphanage.
That's awesome, dude.
Never did I think that this was gonna like happen.
Right.
So
That's
I'm
awesome.
essentially living the dream.
Right.
When you drink it, you're saving kids, and that's
awesome.
that's what we like.
That's the best, man. That's the
Right?
best part. I mean,
Yeah.
You know, it's funny that today we've really hit on a lot of that. Meeting OAS up at Bachelor, and what they do for kids, and then Gabe at Trout Bus being able to take the same style of kids out and fly fish and learn things that they're not able to do,
100%.
and then you're doing the same thing.
You gotta give back.
You do,
And Ben,
man.
you gotta
Love
give
that.
back.
It is, man. And whether it's like, with us, it's conservation, it's kids, troops, whatever it is, man. It just makes it's incredibly rewarding, right?
Well, 100%. Like, there's an intrinsic value to Coffee for Kids. I mean, if it was just coffee roasting, I probably wouldn't be in this game.
Right.
But since I'm trying to get the orphanage sustainable through coffee roasting, I have 1 gas tank, 2 gas tank, 3 gas tank. I mean, I can work 24 hours a day, and I do roast coffee, so I'm over.
I was gonna say, right? No doubt.
I gotta say, I love it. I actually spent 6 weeks in El Salvador.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Taking coffee
Yes.
with families.
No
Oh my God, she's part of the team.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Jamie's part of the team.
Yeah. So
That's cool.
I mean, that very serendipitous. It was an amazing.
It's a beautiful
experience for me.
country.
I stopped drinking lattes after that because I was
100%.
like, we got done picking coffee with these families, like pounds, like these massive bags, and they'd get paid $5, and I'm like, that's what
A day. $5
for
a
my
day
for one latte. Yeah.
Like.
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
And
It's,
it was
it's a
their whole
tough
family.
job. It's a
and
tough
their kids
job.
were in
Right.
school.
Yep.
It was crazy. So that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh, that's so awesome. El Salvador. Nice to be done. I'm actually flying there in 3 weeks.
Wow,
So try to go
cool.
back 3 or 4 times a year, but it's a cool country, man. And they've got some of the best coffee.
Is there a science behind how we start and also is someone
It's just
getting my
dealer's
Uber
choice.
on the
Right?
way
Dealer's
home?
choice, yeah.
Right? Hopefully not Austin's, because I heard Austin's kind of took him a ways away today.
Right?
Okay, so this is what we're tasting here. So it says fruit forward hops combined with real mango and pineapple in this tropical themed New England style IPA.
Ooh, I love New England.
Tropical in New
Hazy?
England.
I think
So
it's a
Awesome.
hazy one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's a hazy
Okay.
one.
I like
All right.
that.
All
Cheers, guys.
right.
Salute.
Cheers.
Yes.
This is actually one of my favorites here.
Oh, I like that. Good
That's
citrus
money.
Tastes
notes.
like springtime.
Right?
I'm getting mango. Is that right? No,
Little mango.
Oh my God, this is legend.
Can somebody bring me a umbrella, please?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Umbrella?
Yeah.
I would like to bring this with me to my wedding in Mexico.
There we go.
Yeah.
Load in the
Be
silly
perfect.
pint.
Yeah.
We're ready to roll.
Yeah.
That's what's being.
It's just crazy how like cloudy it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I really like
You would
this
think it'd
style.
be thicker, but it's nice light beer.
Yeah.
I dig
it's
it.
kind of crazy. Like it looks like it would be thick like a Hefeweizen, but
Yeah.
it's not.
You know, I just started seeing these, New England IPAs coming out. And I really, really like them. Like they're very, very good.
Yeah, cloudy style.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's great.
So,
What's the IBU on this?
oh yeah, definitely forgot IBU 52, and the
It's like
volume is 6.4. So this could be a little dangerous.
There we go.
It's not
Nicely
bad.
done.
6.4 right in the middle there. I like that
not bad.
from an IPA.
yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like in Bend though, when I first moved to Bend, I kept thinking to myself, I can't find a beer under 6% in this town.
Oh, yeah, they don't
Like,
mess around.
doesn't exist.
Northwest
It's
doesn't mess
specialty.
around.
It's specialty.
They
You have to
don't mess
ask.
around.
Do you have any under 6? You know, like, get out of here.
Need the kids menu.
Exactly.
So there's a brewery in El Salvador. The microbrew scene is starting to expand in El Salvador. The first one is called Cadejo, and I went there. And so Salvadorians are used to drinking like pilsners, very, very light beers.
right.
Yeah.
So I went in there with my dad, actually the last time we were there, and every single beer was under 6%. The Salvadorians cannot handle it's in like new markets. Like they're getting used to like these.
Those are
these
so light.
Yeah,
5%,
But
4%.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
They're like what? Like I can't drink like 8 of these. You know, it's kind of crazy, but it's starting to take there. So
Cheaper.
I think there's 2 breweries in El Salvador and they're starting to
Yeah.
expand. But with these hot climates and El Salvador just being kind of like the Pilsner, it's taking more time. But you're starting to see like I'm gonna be checking out when I go in 3 weeks, seeing if the percentages have gone up. You know, like it's kind of crazy.
Is that-
That's a lot of knowledge to
Yeah.
go down for coffee.
I know, right? Yeah, exactly. But we're actually doing a deal with Cadejo. They're gonna have a coffee
What does
beer.
Cadejo mean?
So Cadejo is like it's like a legend. So like you know how we have like our legends of like like Robin Hood and stuff. Theirs is of like a good wolf and a bad wolf. One's white and one's like black, and they like run around and like obviously the white one's good, the black one's bad, and so basically it's just kind of ingrained in El Salvadorian tradition. So they just called it Cadejo. So yeah, that's what that means.
That's great, man.
Yeah, right.
That's
Right?
And they actually have decent beer, but it's all under 6. So you know,
Right.
yeah.
So they're gonna come out with like a 16 called Chupacabra.
100%. I do.
Right?
Yes, the goat sucker. Yeah, the
Yeah,
chupacabra. Yeah.
Just plows you.
Oh yeah.
Been here for about a week now, and it doesn't matter which store you go into, you see this one, and this is Fuzz. So
Oh,
it's
yeah,
a Hefeweizen,
absolutely.
and I know these guys have
Yeah.
won some serious awards with this one here.
Honestly, the
This
best
one in
hep
Ripon,
I've ever
I mean,
tried.
yeah.
The Fuzz Tail.
Cheers.
There we
again.
go. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm gonna put this in there.
Yeah. It's
Wild, huh?
gotta like give it a little.
Wow, that's a really good hef. That's probably the lightest hef I've ever had.
Exactly, because you just think that's so heavy, you know?
It is usually.
Totally.
That's like one of those you order a burger and you're like, oh, I should have gone with the
You're like,
leg.
please, why did I not do a salad? Like, seriously, if I'm gonna order a half, yeah. Man, this is good. Very drinkable.
That's really good.
I could hit this by the river. I mean, this is great.
I feel like all of Sunriver's beers are so drinkable.
Oh my God, they're
just
amazing.
so good.
So they came out with one called the Resignation. They just won an award on it. Double IPA. Very, very good.
So that would be this one right here.
Oh my God, yes.
Was it on
nicely
here?
done, Jeff.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
You picked him out, didn't you?
Yes.
Nice
Well,
work.
Ryan helped.
Okay, well,
So
he knows.
We'll give Ryan a little bit of credit. He seems like a good kid, right? No,
Oh man.
Really good tasting. This was awesome. No tasting is complete without a CBD infused hemp nitro coffee that we just came out with.
What?
I think it cleanses the palate. So if you guys are up for it,
Dude,
I say we do a try.
you brought some?
I brought
Get out of here.
just a tad. So basically what we're doing here is our Columbia
That's money.
medium. We're grinding it up very, very coarse. And what we're doing is actually cold brewing it with hemp. This hemp is grown here in Tumalo. And so basically the reason that we're actually cold brewing it with hemp is so we can actually take out the sugars, the natural plant sugars, and add that to the flavor. We then take CBD, which is the non-psychoactive strain of marijuana, so you're not gonna get high from this, a lot of medical benefits, and then we're infusing it into the keg. So, thank you so much, Jeff, for having us. I appreciate you, Jamie. I appreciate you.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Let's save kids.
Thank you.
Have a good time. So you're gonna notice there's gonna be a little bit of sugariness there.
bit.
Oh my
That's
God.
actually from the cold brew process from the actual hemp. So we take the hemp stalk and the actual hemp plant. We grind it up 1 pound per 5 pounds of coffee, cold brew it for 16 hours, strain it out. Then we add CBD, also known as hemp oil. And so what you get is actually 20% more caffeine per volume, 70% less acidity, and you get 25 milligrams of CBD. And for those who know about CBD, it's very, very medical, like antipsychotic, anti-inflammatory, like very, very, like a lot of medical, like, you know.
It's got crazy medical value.
It's really the future, in my opinion. So anyways, we debut this next Monday at all 3 of us locations here in town. So
we're the first.
you guys are the first. That's why it's in this weird kind of, you know.
Right?
Yeah.
Dude,
but
this is actually really good. You know,
It's so good.
when it comes to cold brew still has that, a lot of the times, has a harsh finish. This is smooth all the way through. This is almost like a tea.
Nicely done.
This is really good.
I
man.
appreciate that, man.
And the sugar, you know, the sugar isn't
Yeah.
too strong. I mean,
No,
you could
not
probably
at
even
all.
put sugar in it if you wanted to. I mean,
If
I
you
know
could
there's a
put
lot of
cream,
people out there
sugar.
like, I gotta have cream. And
Oh yeah.
But-
well, this is really smooth stuff, and so honestly, I just I'm excited for it. And at the end of the day, if you're a big coffee fan and you're big on your health, you know the Nitro Hemp coffee is going to be for you. So
that's crazy. What
Yeah.
made you get into doing that?
you know, I'm just weird.
Right.
I like to innovate. We're all about innovation. Sunriver is about innovation, so we always
And it is
innovate.
about
I've been around for
It is,
yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah.
It is
Totally.
a hub for innovation. So I've been around for 2 years, so I will do whatever it takes to get my family orphanage sustained. Whatever it takes. So I'm excited, and it's partners like Sunriver Brewing that are helping actually, you know, bring that along. Like if you can get a good coffee product, whether it's innovative or not, if it just tastes good and you're giving back at the same time, that's what it's all about. Ben's about giving back, and so I mean, obviously Jamie understands that with Sleep Pines. They do a lot of different things in the community, and so we should do a collaboration. But I mean, at the end of the day, this is
You're welcome.
This is pretty cool. Yeah, there we go. I knew he was gonna say that. That's what. Well, anyways, cheers. Appreciate you, Jeff.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate you, Jamie.
Thanks for coming and doing this.
This is awesome. Thank you.
That's really good.
I drank a lot of this, just so you know. No, it's good. Cool.
You've heard it from me before. I love coming back home. The smell of the pines reminds me of the good old days. Unfortunately, it's changing and growing. We never want our hometowns to change, but it's inevitable. Remember what once was and find something you enjoy with the new. So I'll raise a glass to that and drink up to adventure. Cheers.